Hello and welcome to Ginger Welsh Allotments. I am Bethan and it's a very misty day today. Yesterday was beautiful, so I thought I would start planting some things out today, and of course it's misty and overcast, but I'm still going to do it anyway. But before I show you that, I want to say hello to someone, and bear with me because this might be a bit random. I was in London last week with my children and family, and I was walking down to the Natural History Museum and a load of people were coming the other way passing me, and all of a sudden I heard someone call my name, and I thought, well, I don't know, well, I know people in London, but I wasn't expecting to see anyone. So I turned and looked, and the lady said, "Bethan?" And I said yes. And I looked, but I couldn't see her, and she was across the crowd of people. And then all of a sudden she said, "YouTube." So she must watch my vlog. So whoever you are, please let me know in the comments below, because I'm really sorry I didn't come over to talk to you. We were just in a bit of a rush to queue up to get into the Natural History Museum, as we had to meet my sister and mum and dad and her family, my sister's family, back over at the London Eye at a certain time. So I feel very rude that I didn't come over and say hello, but I was a bit shocked really. I wasn't expecting to meet anyone. So I'm sorry I didn't come over to talk to you, and please let me know in the comments below who you were. And if I see you again, I'll definitely come over and talk to you. Okay, so what have I got to do today? Well, I've got quite a bit to do today. I'll show you around the plot as I go. I cleared this bed yesterday. The old cabbages were in there, and I took the cabbages home with some rhubarb and purple sprouting broccoli, the first harvest of rhubarb and purple sprouting broccoli this year. So I then cleared the bed where the cabbages were, and I'm going to put in the red beetroot and the yellow beetroot and the spring onions in this part. And in my wheelbarrow over here I've got some onions, which I think I'm going to put in that bed, but it might be a bit small, so I'll put them in one of the other big beds maybe, because I'm going to have 2 rows of onions, and then in the middle I'm going to have carrots, which are early cropping carrots, and they should crop around the same time as the onions, so then I can use the bed for something else. I have some bags here which have got grass clippings in them, and I need to weed my broad bean bed and then put the grass clippings on them for a mulch. And I'm also going to put the grass clippings on my garlic and onion bed there. I'm going to plant my beetroot first, and then I'll get on with mulching the onions and garlic. And after I finished, I thought I better harvest some of the spinach. So that was my next job. I ended up planting some of my onions in the same bed with the beetroot and spring onions, as when I laid them out in the bed I had some left over, so they've gone in with the beetroot and the spring onions. But I'll show you that later, because for now I'm going to get on with mulching this lot. I've just finished the mulching and I've run out of grass for the garlic, so the garlic is half done. But I've been on to my tree surgeon and he says he's got loads of grass clippings for me, so hopefully I'll get some more soon. I wanted to show you how I mulch the onions, because I know onions can suffer from rotting a lot. So I wanted to show you how I've done it, that hopefully will suppress the weeds but not rot the onions. I started off by putting the grass between each onion, and then as I went on I got a bit concerned that the grass, with the heat of it decomposing, might rot the onions. So I then took grass back, so sort of left a furrow essentially, so hopefully the onions and garlic will grow on fine like that now. I've done a very thick layer of grass clippings, and as you can see, hopefully it should suppress the weeds, and I'm hoping over the season I'll have enough to do the pathways as well to stop them coming up. This is the garlic that I've only half done, and hopefully I'll get hold of some more clippings soon. I think I might leave weeding the broad bean bed, as is something I can do very easily first thing in the morning, or if I get a chance to come over between 5 and 6 in the evening I can do that. And I think I'll try and get a couple more raised beds constructed, and I might try and fill those up today as well. But for now I'm going to go and have my lunch. I've come back from lunch and I remembered my seeds, so I'm going to grow some radish and some carrots. I found that I had 2 carrots. One is carrot nantes, or nants I think, and the other is early nants. So I'm going to plant one in here, and I'm going to plant one in another space just where I planted the beetroot and spring onions this morning, because there's a tiny little bit of space. So I might as well see whether it's the early nants too, or the nants that comes up first. So I'm going to start by doing carrots down the middle and radish next to it. The radish doesn't take very long, so it won't take up many nutrients from the soil. So the onions and the carrots should grow quite happily alongside the radish and the lettuce that I've got here to sow as well. So let's get on with sowing the carrots. Early nants 2 is going in here. So I'm just going to do a very fine sowing. And I'm going to do exactly the same with the radish. I'm really glad to be getting the first seeds of the season in the ground. I'm doing some companion planting because the onion fly should ward off the carrot fly, and the carrot fly should ward off the onion fly. So hopefully they'll both grow together very nice. And in the middle you can just intercrop fast growing crops just to make the most of the soil. So I'm going to carry on now with potting up the onions, planting out the onions, and I'll catch you next time. Lovely job!